All right, today marks the 31st of January. 2026. We're going hard. Everybody's focused on Ascended Heroes right now as it just drops as a new hot thing. It's a sexy thing to open. Pokedata.io, if you haven't used this website before, it's not a bad website. It gives you the idea. The whole entire set's about 9 grand, which is just insane. If you get a sticker pack, they're somewhere between 17, 18 bucks at a store, 40 if you go to GameStop, to about 35 to 40 on the secondary market. And you open one of these, the God packs in them are nuts right now. If you want to hit the sell button to fund the hobby, no shame in that at all. A lot of people do it. I would do it too if I ripped open a pack and got a God pack and I could sell the God pack for somewhere to, realistically right now, 4 to 6 grand if you break it up. The price per pack, this is what gets interesting here. When you do price, if you go to priceperpack.net, I first learned about this through Sam's Shiny Stocks on YouTube. Go hit him up with a follow. Nice guy from Australia. He found this website, and then I was looking at it. I'm like, okay, let's see what kind of digging we can do. So you can go through every era of Pokemon, and it lists the price per pack. You can talk about your budget. You can see what is out there that you could potentially buy, and then it gives you the links to where you could buy it. I don't mind this website. It's not bad. So far, it's helped me understand the realistic deals on what's out there. Like you can see, it even has hobby shops selling them. So you start to get an idea about what's out there, where you can buy it, and nope, they're sold out. So that's the reality of what we're looking at. What I wanted to take a look at is through Scarlet and Violet, whether it's the base, you can start to see where people aren't really looking right now. Some of it is sold out, so don't get it twisted, but you can definitely take your time and go through here. Paldea Evolved, you can go through if you're trying to master set something. Where am I going to find the best opportunity to buy? Price per pack. Rip and Ships sell 151 for 20 bucks, and you can get a mini tin. Hopefully it's not tampered with, of course. Paldea Evolved, if you go through it, you start to recognize, Paldean Fates is easy to look at because the tech stickers is the cheapest price per pack. But then right after that, you get the Great Tusk and Iron Treads. And for months, I was telling you, keep buying this at 100 to 110 a box on the secondary market. And now it's over 140 a box. You got your Surging Sparks here. You got the packs themselves. The bundle cases are still just about $1,000. Let's see if can we actually buy this on TCG for $1,000? You can. So certified hobby shops will ship it to you for $1,000. Have they hit their mark yet? Nope. It's still about $6 a pack. Booster boxes are $250-ish right now to $275. They're starting to move, but it's realistically starting to find its signs. It's about $260 right now from non-Gold Star sellers. Gold Star sellers have it a little bit more. So, am I saying you're going to find the best deals in the world on this website? No, but it gives you an idea, and it's a one button click for all the products out there. Poster collections, you name it, in Prismatic. You can go into Sword and Shield. What's the best out there? You can go into Sun and Moon. You can go all the way back through the whole entire era to find what you're looking for. And that gives you an idea because you can go to a website like Hobbiesville, which has a ton of product. I like to put my min price at around $200 just to see what's out there for booster boxes, really, whether it's a simplified Chinese or different languages are not my thing. But what I'm looking for is whether I want to buy Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces. The Phantasmal Flames, they have a pretty decent price on them at around $250. A lot of people are starting to sell these for about $275 to $290. Mega Evolutions is the same thing. And then you got battle styles and stellar crown to round them out. And then you can also get notifications if you get your website up. That gives you an opportunity to add it to your cart and hit the buy button. TCG Player, nothing too crazy on TCG Player right now. If you start to add your filters into sealed product here for Pokemon, you can start to see where the packs are at this very moment. Now, am I saying go on here and buy all the packs? No, but this gives you the hot items and the hot ideas out there right now. And shout out to the Pokemon Day 2026 collection box. Pokemon is celebrating 30 years old. A lot of people are realistically, going to buy this box just for the promo. It's not really the packs. Just so you know where the box is at, it's about $30 to $35. But I got one from Target when I went yesterday, and unfortunately, the person that gave it to me, it was damaged. I wasn't really trying to argue with them. There was a line of 15 people behind me, and I just couldn't believe how many people were waiting just to pick up a couple things. So, grabbed it and went. But yeah, Phantasmal Flames, it's starting to move into the 280 to 290 range. I'm curious to see where this box goes pretty soon. Scarlet and Violet base, if you can pick it up while people aren't looking at Scarlet and Violet right now because everybody's focused on Ascended Heroes now. There was a big bump up in the beginning of January when people started to recognize the Scarlet and Violet. And this whole year, 2026, the first block of Scarlet and Violet's going out. It's around 275 now from Gold Star sellers. Now we're going to get into some cards. I don't always go back, but a lot of you have been asking me for the XY era stuff. So XY Flashfire right now I'll take a look at. I've seen a lot of these cards recently at card shows. I also saw a video on Facebook where people were talking about, is my card fake? And why didn't PSA grade it? You might have seen that video too. A lot of people like this set because it's a Charizard mainly set. But what you're going to start to look at is if you find opportunities to get a Charizard card at, let's call it a mod play, and the front is pretty clean, and you can pick it up for somewhere between 80 to 120, that's not the end of the world. Am I sitting here saying go buy the near mint copy of the Charizard EX for, $600? No, that's not always the best bang for your buck. But whether you like Charizard or your family likes Charizard, there are a lot of Charizard cards out here for a little bit cheaper than the near mint premium that you could find out here. This one right here in moderate play has gone up 12% in the 3 month, and it's gone up a little bit in the 1 month for yourself. Crystal Guardians is something I always have my eye on. Now, in my big Delta Series stuff, not truly, but I like Gen 1 Pokemon. That's really my thing. Everybody's seen the Celebi Gold Star out there, and we know that's expensive. The Alakazam is just over the moon expensive. But what you might want to take a look at into considering is whether you like your starters, your Charizard from it, your Blastoids from it. Those are really where you start to see like decent opportunities to buy some of these cards. Swampert and Sceptile are still expensive too, Groudon as well, and so is Blaziken and Kyogre. But you can find different cards out here like Charizard for, just around $200 in a nice copy. I would look at eBay for it. I would look online. I wouldn't go through an opportunity to get certain cards, whether they're hobby shops. I would trust them more than somebody that doesn't have a lot of reviews. But 200 sales is not the end of the world, but 9,000 is better. Finding opportunities on eBay might be a better opportunity here for you. I am a sucker for the Delta species. I don't talk about it a lot because it is an expensive set, and I don't want to realistically pump it because I still am collecting it. I like Jolteon. I like when you say the dogs, everybody thinks of the legendary dogs, but I still consider Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon to be my dogs because that's what I grew up with as a kid. I have Jolteon. I want to keep collecting them, but the reality is, Flareon, Vaporeon have gone up. But yeah, that's just where they're at right now. Latios is a nice card. Latios is a nice card. Rayquaza is in this set. It's a nice set. Kyogre is the one a lot of people see on videos, and Metagross is the one you see a lot in videos. But yeah, some of the less expensive cards, whether you're an Umbreon collector or an Espeon collector, there's a lot in these sets for you. People have probably seen the Ditto Pikachu. They're hilarious, but that's the reality. And the Ditto Squirtle is another one that people tend to take a look at. But yeah, these cards are a little bit under the radar. Jolteon, that's the card I do have. Where is it? Near mint copy is around 200. In a light play version is about 100. It's not really gonna break the bank if this is something you want to pick up. I like these cards. They're some of my favorites out there. Am I collecting these right now? If it was staring at me at a card shop or a card show, I would definitely be picking up more Delta species, but the reality is I'm finishing off my vintage collection. Another one that you might want to start to take a look at is, everybody knows Lost Origin booster boxes had the next leg up. The leg up we're talking about is from about $600 to $650 to closing in at the $700 to $800 mark. And Giratina now just had another move up. It went from about $650. It's up 8% right now in the 3 month. It's up 12% onto the 1 month. In a near mint copy of this bad boy right now, we're starting to touch into the $650 to $700 range. Yeah, that's the reality. It's almost an $800 card now. So with Giratina climbing, if you're looking for this at a card show or you're looking to buy it online, not saying you have to buy the best gradable copy if you want it for your binder. Definitely take a look into some light plays and protect your wallet at the end of the day. Aerodactyl's the other one from this set. I like this card. I have it. Picked it up back when it was $70. It's a nice copy. I enjoy having it in my binder. For a near mint copy, though, it's starting to move up into the 150 plus range for near mint. If you see it at a card shop, it's a nice pickup. But at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to buy. I can only bring you the knowledge and just take a look into some different things. It's up around 12% right now on the 1 month chart, going up from about 130 to 150. Lastly, I've been eyeing Ancient Mew. A lot of you know this for a while now. I've been talking about it a lot on my TikTok and on YouTube. Ancient Mew in a light play copy is around $100. In a near mint copy, I'll show you real quick, it's around $150 now. That's the reality of it. A lot of copies from people with no sales are trying to sell it for about $90 to $100. And then you also have to take into account whether it's sealed or not. That does factor into the how expensive your Ancient Mew will be. But I found one where I was happy with it. It was a nice, bright, clean front. On Whatnot, believe it or not. You can check out my link to Whatnot down below. If you sign up with my link, it gives me a little kickback, gives you a kickback too. But yeah, Ancient Mew, found it on Whatnot, picked it up for $72, and then after shipping, it was about $85. And it came perfectly clean. I'm so happy. The seller was awesome. Yeah, just I'll show that off in one of these videos soon. I got so much going on with my life right now. I got a couple other card hauls to show you guys, and Ancient Mew might make the next cut. When I make a 15-minute card haul video, a lot of people don't like to watch that. They want me to speed it up, and then I can't do every card justice when I do that. So, yeah, that's really where the market's at right now. Take a look onto whether you want the new modern or the old. I'm not telling you to go buy vintage, but at the end of the day, it's worth looking at vintage when everybody's eye is on the new set, the hot set that came out. And Ascended Heroes is going to be hot for about, realistically, probably May, when all the product finally does release onto shelves and everybody's had a chance to buy a lot of it. Then we might start to see people focus on other things. So you got time. I wouldn't go crazy. if you can get anything at MSRP, it's always a win. Don't forget that. And hey, until next time, it's Pat's Projects. I want to win, and I want you guys to win too. Hit that like button. Check out all the links I got down below, because you guys were getting mad at me saying, Pat, you need to start monetizing and start to figure out how to build this YouTube channel further. So I'm just going at it, grinding at it. Comment real one down below, and you already know. Pat out.